This is Diesel for We the People News. So I'm not an attorney, don't claim to be an attorney, nor want to be an attorney. I do not want to be bonded by the bar. I live my freedom. I love to be able to do what I want to do. So do not take this as facts. Do your own research. It's just a disclaimer. We're going to start off with these couple videos I've done just before this one. I did the video just to kind of highlight what's going on behind the closed doors that we don't really get to see very often. And she's pretty thorough. It says, obviously the sign on there says Chris and Hall. Do subscribe, do listen, and do learn. But I always like to say, also, do research. She pulls out the articles when she gets involved in it and tells you exactly where it's at, where this is at, and where that's at. And she'll read it out, article, and show you the articles and all that. Like Article 1, Article 2, Article 3, and all that. So do watch it. She does have classes, really. I haven't taken it, and I need to in the future. I just been too busy studying the laws, common law, civil law, constitutional law, and all that kind of stuff. So I've been extremely busy on that. But I'll eventually get to it. But the main thing I was wanting to get at was the simple fact that they are coming after we the people. And as you auditors out there know, that they are doing it. And you guys get mad at them arresting auditors, but the sole purpose of being arrested is not whether that you had to go to court or not. They don't care if it gets dismissed. Every time you get arrested, it's in the computer that you've been arrested. Unless they dig really deep, they don't know if you win or lose the case. So what they do see is that you was arrested for whatever reason that they lied about. Some of them may be true, but majority of the time they lie. But it's the sole purpose. It's on the arrest papers. And when you get pulled over or when, on your next audit, they're going to eventually end up typing your name up, and they get a basic idea of who you are just by the arrest records, because that does not go away. Even though that you won the case and you're innocent, that never leaves. So they automatically know at that point in time that you're going to be a troublemaker just by running that. Obviously, this is the reason why we try to not give our IDs and all that. But I just wanted to make it perfectly clear. This is on purpose and more push now to really scare us into submission. And this is the time that we really need to press on harder and really start backing each other up on some of these. I know everything's tight because it's tight on me. But, 4 or 5 people going to a police station and all that helps. But if we can, we need a lot more people. Because, be blunt, 5 people don't even really scare them. They may ignore them and all that, but come a day or two later, no big deal. We'll just ride it out, and 24 hours later, everybody be gone. And that's the way they're looking at it. And obviously, we don't always have time to stay around for 4 or 5 days and stay at the court and keep drawing out the attention on it. So I just kind of want to remind, and I know they know it, I just wanted to point out some of the people out there that don't know this. That's the general intent, is put a record out there for when they do see it. They know it's going to be trouble, and they're going to press harder. So we need to hold our grounds and press harder. And they are determined to wear us down, is what their intent is. And I believe this is starting to become nationwide about wearing people, all down that films them. Now I'm stuttering, I apologize. So it's kind of like Oklahoma. They're trying to pass a law where you can't record cops. Now it may not pass, but it's the issue of the simple fact they think they can, and they may succeed at it. They may not, but they may. And then you have to go through the process of going all the way to the Supreme Courts, which we cannot trust. Unfortunately, a lot of times that we bank on the Supreme Courts way too much. The Supreme Courts are only opinions. The government really does not have to follow it. And they usually don't unless it benefits them, believe it or not. Case in point, everybody keeps on saying oath breakers. They're really not breaking an oath. They have never filled out an Article 6 oath, which they must do before any other oath. Without that one particular oath, all other oaths are null and void. And to be a little bit more pickier, it's Article 6 for USC 101. Look it up, get a copy of it, and start asking them, did you sign this oath with your full legal birth name? Because in that oath, it is a law for them to go John Lennon Doe. It cannot be John L. Doe. Has to be the full legal name. You tell me, have you ever, one time, got an oath that had the full legal birth name? I've seen one judge do it, and she was called out on it, and that was in Odessa, Texas. But she still did not sign the Article 6 oath. But she literally actually signed the other oath by her full legal birth name because she was called out. So, yes, some of these judges know this. Some of these attorneys know this. And some of these police officers, I'm giving them way too credit. They're not near smart enough to figure that out, okay? I shouldn't even brought that up. But the judges and all of them know. And the reason why they don't do it is because that bounds them to the Constitution. That one oath bounds it. It is a law, they have to do it. And since they don't do it, they are not bound to the Constitution. And you guys will say, well, about this other article. But it's null and void if they don't do the Article 6 one first. They know it. We don't know that. That's the problem. So, we're going to start calling oath breakers and all that kind of stuff. Well, they have to have original intent of the oath that they fully signed to be oath breakers, because The other ones are non and void. It's like they never actually signed one. And I know that you guys thinking this is all far-fetched, but I didn't write the law. Alright? They're all supposed to fill out a Foreign Registration Act of 1938. They don't do it, but it's a law they have to do it. So look that up while you're at it. And that includes police officers, judges, and attorneys. They have to fill that out, and they don't do it, so they're not liable. We get lucky in a lot of ways when we do sue and this, that, here, and there, okay? But just them two things right there, they're not bound to anything that we keep on calling them out on, because they really never legally made them reliable. Alright? Stretch this out a little too far. But I just want to say, for the auditors and police watchers out there, I love y'all. We need you. And I, honestly, if I can make a living doing it, I would. Because this would be in my area that I would love to do more often. I got a family member going to court on the 30th. They don't usually go by what I teach, so they're going to go by the legal way. We'll see what happens there. But meanwhile, I may just go ahead and, since I'm going to be out of town and don't have retaliation in my area, I may have to do a protest and just call it out and just say, I want my constitutional rights back. I want my common law rights back. Bond civil law. And I want jury notification back. Just call them out. We'll just see how that goes. That's my game plan right here, right now. I'm hoping I get to do it. And I'll go a little further in details as closer we get. If I have time. But that's my goal. So I'm going to do a protest over there. I really wish I had enough time to actually cop watch over there. Some of the other videos, if you guys ever seen it, I do have a problem with the sheriffs over there. Major. And I really do need to get over there. They are out of control. They retaliated against me. But since I don't live in that town anymore, then they cannot retaliate against me anymore. So, until then, peace be with the people. Bye, y'all.